USA, the maker of Cincinnati Streetcars, is adding shifts at its New York production facility with the hopes of being less tardy in delivering the vehicles to the city. The Streetcar is supposed to begin operating in September of next year. About 95% of track work is complete. Earlier this month, the city announced that the vehicles could be as late as December of next year, sparking alarm at City Hall. Business Courier reporter Chris Wederick tracks Streetcar progress religiously and joins Business Watch producer Kelly Leon in the studio with an update. Kelly.
Chris, thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Being our streetcar watchdog. So why the delay? Why is there a concern that there will be a delay?
Well, they've had, basically two issues. One was with their sub-suppliers have been a little slow in getting them the parts that they need to put these things together. So that has been a factor. And then they're just not sure how long the testing, it could take longer. And I think that they're kind of factoring a potential delay related to that in there as well. So those are the two main factors. And, at first they thought it was going to be delayed until maybe as late as November or December. Now they're hoping to deliver these, the first streetcar by October. So it would only be about 6 weeks late then. So,
when it comes to transportation, we almost expect delays today anyway. So it's not all that surprising. What's the impact the further a delay goes?
Well, I mean, if you get into 2016 with the delay, you start to impact the testing schedule of the streetcar, and that's a concern. Fortunately, the city actually planned pretty well on having almost a year of testing of the streetcars. They originally anticipated getting them in September of 2015 and not actually going into service where people could ride them until September 2016. So they planned for almost a full year of testing. So there's a lot of time in there where they can do that. So, they have a little bit less time, but it's still more than other streetcar projects, have built into their timeline. So I think that they did a pretty good job of anticipating of giving themselves some wiggle room.
Yeah, well that all sounds good. Now, now you're down at City Hall. This has been such an issue. Are people finally to the point where, okay, we're having a streetcar, let's all get along and be excited about this, or are you still?
No. The amount of concern about this has generally fallen along the lines of where you were. If you were against a streetcar, you think it might be the end of the world that this has been delayed. And if you were in favor of the streetcar, you're kind of like, why me worry? I mean, it's predictable and ideological and whatnot. So, there could still be problems, no doubt about it. But the streetcar team went to New York, and they, I think they were kind of in CAF's face about this. And the other factor here is that Kansas City has piggybacked on our own streetcar order. They're getting the same kind of streetcars. So you basically had two cities, telling CAF, you guys got to do something about this. And so that's why they've added shifts, and that's why the tardiness is going to be a little bit less than I think they originally thought.
All right, well, we'll keep waiting for them, and I know you'll keep watching this story for us.
I'm sure it won't be the last time we talk about it, Kelly.
That's true. Thanks, Chris.